Happy Thursday. I'm gonna say Wednesday. What's up, BB?
Yes. Hey, let me just play our little whatchamacallit really quick. What's going on, Cobra? Long time no see.
What's up? I'm magnificent.
Good. I'm so happy to hear that. What has been going on? I mean, we haven't been here in like 3 weeks. Due to me, a lot's been going on due to me. I don't know.
I hate it. I hate it though.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm glad to see you here looking well.
Yes. I'm gonna make sure I'm on my channel. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Okay. So, yeah, it was definitely due to me. I'm not sure if anybody knows or if anybody cares. I was sick. I was out sick. I caught COVID. And I can't even tell you guys how I caught it. I don't know. I can tell you a couple of places I was at before I realized that I had it. One in the studio. I had went to a studio to do a track for somebody that I know. And after that, let me see if I can. Oh, here you go. I like that better. Okay.
That sounds here.
Yeah, so no, I don't like that one better. I like this one better. Forget it. So I went to the studio.
I like that because you got like
the other one?
Yeah, it's like, you know.
Okay.
Here, it's like I don't know. Get it.
Okay, cool. So like I was saying, I had went to the studio on Friday and laid down a track for somebody that I knew. And so it was a lot of smoking. Like the guys were smoking cigarettes, weed, and doing all types of things. And all while I was in the studio, like my throat was hurting. It was like itchy. But I thought it was maybe because of the smoke. So I told them, I can't. I had to actually stop the recording session because I couldn't sing anymore because my throat was bothering me from what I thought was all the smoke.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah. So it was about 4 guys in there, including myself. So it was 5 of us in this studio. And the studio ain't that big or whatever. So anyway, I went home, but on my way home, I was complaining. I was like, my throat is hurting. My throat is itchy. Hey, bitch.
I was just about to type in the chat. Hey, I don't want to interrupt you. Hey,
right. So once that happened on Friday. So then Saturday, my throat's still itching, still, bothering me or whatever. I'm still not connecting, making no connections because I'm not getting any other symptoms or whatever. So then Saturday comes and I take the kids to the mall. We went to the mall. Not that I was in front, all over anybody. I had my mask on, everything like that. However, my throat was still itchy, fuzzy. So then later on that night, when I went to bed, I woke up in the middle of the night aching. Like my muscles, everything was just so sore. Throat still hurting. Still not connected because I'm old. Like I suffer from rheumatoid arthritis in my knees. And when I know, yeah, but so I'm achy like that regularly. So it really still did not even. Hey, Michelle's daughter.
What's up, Michelle?
Welcome. So it still did not even dawn on me that possibly it could be COVID or whatever. So now this is into Sunday. I'm still achy, throat still hurting. Monday comes and I'm literally don't have no energy. So now I have lost energy. I'm fatigued, like very tired. Throat still hurting, getting worse. And my body's aching, but I still went to work. Now I work at healthcare. And so while I'm at work, I tell my nurse, I'm like, I don't feel too great. Like, and she's like very, very anal about COVID. Like she truly, I thank her, but she is very over the top. Like she gets above and beyond with it. But she was like, what do you mean achy? I'm like, you know, my body aches. She's like, okay, what else? I said, and my throat is a little itchy. And she like, I don't know. I think you should go to urgent care and just get a test. She's like, was you out this weekend? I said, yeah, you know, I told everywhere I went. She's like, yeah, I think you should just go get a test just to make sure. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'll go get a test. I go get the test. Now with my job, they do the 2 tests. They do the rapid and then they do the PCR, which they send it out to the lab because we can't work until both tests come back negative. So I took the PCR and took the rapid and that came out negative. So but I still had to wait a day or 2 for the PCR to come back. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna go back to work no later than Thursday because this happened on Monday. So we talk about Tuesday, I get the results on Wednesday, and I'm back to work on Thursday. That's what I thought. Wednesday come, and a nurse is calling me saying, Tahanda, you tested positive for COVID. And I'm like, what? Wow. Still, as the days are going by, I'm still experiencing the same stuff. I'm fatigued, my body is aching, and my throat is itchy. It wasn't sore. It was just itchy, like a scratchy, like I was going to come down with something.
So you felt like you had the flu?
That's what it felt like. But yeah, that's exactly what it felt like. Again, those 3 days that I was out of work, I was dousing myself with freaking NyQuil and ibuprofen for the pain. So I was just sleeping a lot, like really, really sleeping a lot. I was just out of it. My body was completely out of it. I had no energy for nothing. I didn't lose any taste buds. I didn't lose my appetite. I didn't have no fever, none of that. And I didn't have no respiratory issues. Thank God. The only thing, again, that I had experienced for that whole week and the next week was severe fatigue. I was so tired.
Wow. So
I had no energy.
Wow.
So yeah, that was it. I'm still out of work. Actually, I should be going back Monday. But what happened was this week when I went to the doctor and he did my oxygen level, it was at a 92, and he told me it should be 96 and above. It shouldn't be that low. It was still low. So he said, you know, maybe you just need a little more rest for the week, and then you can hey, Fair Exchange. And so he said, you know, just get some more rest, and hopefully I'll be back to work, guys.
Wow. So that's crazy how that happened so rapidly. Started with a scratchy throat and just went from that to the from 2 to 10 in just a matter of days. And even now it's been like how many, like 2 weeks?
Yes, it's been 2. This is the 3rd week actually. And I'm still, I can't even say that I'm not one. I'm not gonna say that I'm 100%, but I feel much, much better. And let me tell you guys too, something that I took for 3 days straight. So my nurse gave me this concoction to take, and I said, okay, I'll try it. And when I say this thing like gave me a boost of energy immediately, I boiled tea with lemon, turmeric, garlic, honey. Am I leaving out something? Lemon, turmeric, garlic, honey with the tea. I believe that's it. And I drank it, and I thought it was going to be disgusting, but it was surprisingly pretty okay. I'm sorry, ginger, because that's what you taste when I drank the tea.
Ginger.
It was the ginger that I was tasting with the honey. I didn't really taste anything else, but I knew it was in there because I had little pebbles of garlic or whatever. But I drank that for 3 days, and I was like, I don't know what it did. It just gave me a boost of energy. Like I feel great. I felt great after, yeah. So that's where my hiatus has been, guys, why we haven't been on. I do apologize because I put Cobra in a bad spot, getting sick on her. And this is something that I really am committed to. So I do just want to apologize to everybody that, you know, I got sick.
No need to apologize. Like, you had COVID. That's something so serious. And I'm so glad. I'm all praise due to the Most High that you are feeling better.
Yes, yes. But with that being said, Cobra, what I wanted to ask though, being that I've had the COVID, what I want to know is, do you think, are you considering actually getting the vaccine?
No.
No. Okay. What are your thoughts about me catching COVID? Do you know anyone that ever had COVID before?
Not anyone that I knew personally, just like friends and family that I can think of off the top of my head. But I think about it, it's scary because I knew somebody that had COVID, and it kind of like, well, damn, this is real. But then at the time you told me, you know, I was on my way to go hang out with somebody that I just met. So it's like, I know this is real, but I'm still doing the same reckless stuff, which I need to change. Especially listening to your story of all that you went through while you were sick. And even though 3 weeks later, your oxygen level's not where it should be, that's scary as hell. And I went out this weekend and I shared a hookah with someone that I didn't even know. You know, we changed a little thing out, but still, you know, just reckless ass.
Cobra?
This guy was touching my hair. Yeah, me and the girl like shared a hookah. Like, you know how they put the little thing in there?
Yeah.
We exchanged that out, but still, I was putting it in the wrong way because I was so drunk.
You gotta be careful, girl.
I know.
You gotta be careful.
It wasn't no 6 feet.
I thank God because my doctor actually wanted me to get the infusion, and he was saying because of my my BMI is at a 35, because for my weight and my height, I'm kind of they consider me as a little overweight. So because of that, I fall into the category, and then because I have rheumatoid arthritis, I fall into the category of getting the infusion. But when I went to get it, the nurse and the doctor there said, no, I didn't. I'm actually too healthy for this infusion. Like, the infusion is only for people with respiratory symptoms, even though you do have one of the attributes, which is rheumatoid arthritis, but you don't take medication every day for it. So it's not, you know, and that's when I realized that with this COVID, it's a virus and it attacks things that's already wrong with people. If you have diabetes, if you have hypertension, if you have rheumatoid, if you have these underlying problems already, it's the virus is just attacking those things and making it worse.
So do you feel like now, I'm sorry to interrupt you, I apologize.
No, it's okay, go ahead.
Like in the beginning, we had this conversation about the vaccine. Would you take the vaccine? I remember weeks ago you was like you would. Do you change your mind? Do you feel like you should have taken the vaccine?
I was going to take it. I'm still up in the air. I don't want to take it. I don't know if that'll change, being that in a minute it's going to be mandatory, and you have to get. It's just like literally, it's like the flu shot. It's going to. You got to get this every year. This virus, yes, this shot, this vaccine does not stay in you forever. You have to, whatever day you got it, you have to redo it every year. It's like the flu shot. So it's going to become at some point mandatory, being depending on where you work. So that's the only thing I fear, that it will become, because the flu shot is mandatory for me because I work in healthcare. So I have to get that. So is that going to be, you know, something I have to think about? You know, right now I don't want to get it. I don't see no need for it, to be quite honest. But and I can get COVID again. My body is just not totally immune to COVID. You know, I can get this virus again.
I mean, it's crazy, right? When you think about it, COVID, and you mentioned that it attacks the things that you already have, health issues that you already have. I think the fact that you you are so healthy is the reason why it didn't affect you as bad.
Correct.
And that's a good thing. So like, because we talked about this before, you got to get your physicals, you got to take care of your health.
Fair Shane said, hell no. What, you're not taking the vaccine, Fair? I know several people who had it. Had what, the COVID or the virus or the vaccine? If you could just answer that for me. Cobra, I saw you all up in the club, bitch. Nigga said.
Oh, you seen the video? Yeah, I'm a child. I mean, the audio.
Oh my God.
I have a little Ciroc and pineapple. I know you don't drink, but I drank that night. Because, you know, and child, I was gone. I was around the road, all kinds of stuff.
Ooh.
When I started going, I go all night. Starting one spot, and the girl was like, the spot was closing at 12. I'm like, 12 o'clock, I'm not ready. She's like, I'm not ready to go home. She's like, you want to go someplace? I'm like, hell yeah, that's not a spot to go.
When you go out, Cobra, do you what time do you normally go out? What time do you leave to go out?
It depends on the spot I'm going to. So I went to a day party. So I went around 9 o'clock, but I didn't know they closed so early. So when I got there at 9, they were already so very packed. So 9, if it's like a after hour spot, I might get there like at 1 if they close at 4 o'clock in the morning. But it just depends on where I'm going.
Wait, you say you might go there at 1 in the morning?
If it's an after hour spot, they close at 6. I might go at 1.
Oh. I like day parties myself.
Yeah, I love a good day party.
Because I get up early anyway, and I could get it popping like 12 in the afternoon and be done by 5, 6. I'm good with that. I could even do a 1 or 2-ish. Like, I can do an afternoon. That's like my going right now, because I cannot wait until 1 o'clock in the morning. Like I tried that and I was so tired. Like I couldn't believe this girl was talking about. I thought we wasn't going. Like we sitting around kicking it and drinking and doing all types of shit all night. And so by 11 o'clock, I'm like, well, I might as well get ready to catch the train back home. She like, no, the club. We about to start getting ready for the club. I'm like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
The hell?
Because you get there, be empty. And then, you know, because it was a day party, I didn't know, you know, the people would be there so early. I thought even though it was a day party.
Michelle's doing me either. I can't. I could do a day party. Well, not now, but yeah.
A day/night thing. But I didn't know they closed at 12. So when the lady cleaned off the tables, I'm like, y'all closing at 12? I'm like, no, I just got here at 10.
Yo, I don't know where your spunk of energy comes from. I don't know where it comes from. You are truly rare.
I'm about ready to go home. And the girl with me, she wasn't ready to go. And honestly, I just met her that night, like at the club. I didn't even know her.
You met somebody, Cobra?
No, she cool. No, I don't even know
okay.
Or whatever. We were there both there by ourselves. And I was like, you here by yourself too? And I kind of walked off, and then she seen me get in the bar. She came up to me. We just hung out the whole night.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. Ben said, I know several people who have been diagnosed more than twice. See, yeah, you can catch this thing over and over. It does not stop just because you had it once. You still have to be careful out here. And I think
I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, that's like the cold or the flu. So I guess it's like the new, you know, some type of random thing you can catch, like any type of virus.
Yeah, that's about right.
This is, how long do we have to wear these masks? I guess forever.
It looks like it will be. So I wanted to, today I wanted to talk about a topic, the Black Militia group. I want to play a small little clip. Wait a minute, hold up. I want to play a small little clip. I don't know if anybody heard of this group, the Black Militia.
But what was it? No fucks given? I forgot it.
It's called what is that? What is it? No fucks.
It's NFAC.
No fucking around coalition.
Yeah, I can't take you serious with a name like that. We're gonna get into that later. No fucking around coalition. Get the fuck out of here.
What? Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me go and run the tea. Let me let
fuck around. I was like,
wait a minute. I'm trying to find it.
Now I get active coalition. Some bullshit like that. It's these names. And when I did the research about these men are not young. Hey, 2300 Jackson Street, what's up? They're not young. Charlie, like some.
Oh God, I cannot find it. Damn it.
They remind me of like former military. Some of them claim to be, who are maybe have been dishonorably discharged or whatever, couldn't quite make it, and now they want to play Army. I don't know.
Well,
but I won't get your feedback on it because I see stuff about them in the LGBT community. So I'm not feeling.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Then the leader, the Grandmaster J guy, he's not a rapper. He's just some retired military guy, allegedly. Sorry, I need to see your paperwork. Did you retire vet? You have a Purple Heart? You have a Purple Heart? Let me stop. Fuck it. I don't respect it. Have you been shot? Have you been wounded? Nah, sorry. I respect all veterans, whether you have Purple Heart or not. Thank you for fighting for your country.
For some reason, guys, I cannot understand. I can't find it. I don't know why.
Is the Vice video? Because I know Vice that's where I got my information from. Vice. Was it Black Militia, Vice TV, I think.
Oh, I found it.
Okay, cool.
J, whose real name is John Fitzgerald Johnson, several hundred members from all over the country gathered at Moore Park Saturday afternoon.
Wait a minute, I'm about to show you.
Okay.
They marched several blocks to Churchill Downs, met by fences put up by the city.
Can you see it?
They got
no, but you have to see it now.
Okay.
In less than 2 months, their second trip to Louisville in less than 2 months, the out-of-state black armed militia group called the NFAC wanted to make a statement on the day of the Kentucky Derby demanding justice for Breonna Taylor.
We had hoped to come back to Louisville to celebrate a victory with these people. We had hoped that this would have been closed.
Led by Grandmaster J, whose real name is John Fitzgerald Johnson, several hundred members from all over the country gathered at Moore Park Saturday afternoon. From there, they marched several blocks to Churchill Downs. Met by fences put up by the city, they gathered on the grass in front of Churchill Downs. LMPD and members of the National Guard were on the other side of the fence.
We are the response. We are not the threat.
An hour into their protest, another group showed up. It's what prompted the black militia to leave shortly before the Derby even started. Now, Grandmaster J says the reason why his group left Churchill Downs as soon as the other group of protesters arrived is because if things went left, he did not want his group getting blamed for it. Jay says prior to this protest, there was a mutual agreement with LMPD about his armed members being in the same area as other protesters.
They were never supposed to be where we were. So when I saw that happening, somebody changed the game plan. So I pulled my coalition out.
After the protest, we also asked Grandmaster J about this comment he made back in July.
We are going to burn this down. And all y'all thought we was going to show up with torches and burn the joint down. That was figurative. It meant that we would burn down something, and we burned down the wallets.
As for if they will return for a third time to Louisville, he says it's all up to Attorney General Daniel Cameron, who says his office is focused on finding the truth in the Breonna Taylor investigation.
We're going to wait and see now that he has the ballistics back and hold them to his word.
Shaquille Lord, WLKY News.
I was watching on my phone. I mean, like a crackhead.
So, wait a minute. Let me just speak to people in the chat. Hey, 2300. Thank you for joining. Hey, BB. Hey, Jay Dunn. What's going on, girl? So y'all, my kids is here. Micah, give me 1 second. Okay, so anyway, so this group is, like I said, it is a heavily armed NFAC or Not Fucking Around coalition led by John Fitzgerald Johnson, also known as the Grandmaster Jay, who started the group in 2017 in Atlanta. Johnson has said the group marches for racial equality and ending police brutality in response to white armed militias that have come out in light of the heightened racial tension. So, Cobra, what's your thoughts on this militia?
He's a basehead. He look like a crackhead to you. That looks like a crackhead. I don't take him serious. Do you know that? Okay, so
wait, you don't take the founders serious or the group itself?
None of them. From what I've seen, okay, so what I've read, the NFAC does not like the Black Lives Matter movement. They feel like it's failing the Black members of the community. The NFAC has argued that the LGBT agenda is responsible for the Black Lives movement. So they don't believe in the Black Lives movement. They believe in this whole you have to be this, I don't know, armed person, a terrorist type thing going on to get respect or whatever. To me, they're a fucking joke. They're like some guys that used to be, from what I've read, they're all over the age of 47 or whatever, allegedly. They're ex-military. They're just some former soldiers that want to still continue to play army. They ain't serious about this crap.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What do you think about the Proud Boys?
The Proud Boys? The same. I think they're just some idiots who are just.
You think they're a joke?
Yeah, I think they're a joke.
Oh, okay.
I think they both are equally a joke.
Antifa, that's another like coalition.
I don't know a lot about Antifa. I'm still trying to. I hear different things. I don't even know really too much about.
Okay. My thoughts on it is I would wish and hope that this could be great, honestly, because I feel like we do need protection amongst ourselves. I don't think that we should be counting them out or doubting them. Wow, Google wouldn't allow the link in the chat. And picture that, bitch.
That's crazy. I don't know why.
But I would think that if this could be something great, kudos. I haven't seen anything like this since the Black Panthers. I wasn't born then, but just going back into history of what I know about Black coalitions, that's one. And I believe that if, like I said, if they can do, I don't want them to be made a mockery of. I don't want them to make a mockery of themselves. Do I think many people are going to doubt them from the other side and our side? Absolutely. That's the nature of Black people. However, what their cause is protecting Black people, I am for that. I stand for that. Does it have to be in a form of a gun? Maybe not, but looking at where we're at now today, a lot of people feel that way. So I'm not going to count their feelings out. You have many people who own a gun as it is anyway. It's not like it's nothing that's out of the norm. What it is we just don't see it. We don't see Black people coming together and protecting each other. And
they
that
don't believe
is
in protecting all Black people, though.
I'm sorry?
They don't believe in protecting all Black people. If you don't believe in protecting the Black members of the LGBT community, you don't believe in protecting all Black people.
So how do you know this? Because I don't know this to be true. So I don't know. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I really don't. I don't know who they're protecting. I
read this in this article.
Black people.
I read this in this article on Complex or Vice.
And so Grandmaster Jay said out his mouth that they do not protect Black LGBT.
Well, they said the NFAC has argued that the LGBT plus agenda is responsible for the Black Lives Matter movement failing, with the Black members of the LGBT community being ostracized.
So a member said that.
I don't know who said it.
Okay. See, that's propaganda to me, because I mean, everybody's going to have different things to say, but the organization itself, I don't really know.
Somebody from the organization that said it. It's an interview.
Right, from the organization. Like, it's just like some people, it's just like any member, like just say a Democrat. It could be a member from a Democrat saying, I can't stand white people, but that don't represent all Democrats. If that makes sense.
I think it was him from the article because let me see. Let me read it. Yeah, it was his interview with the Atlanta Black Star. I just feel like these type of militia groups, people like that, they really don't,
let me
protect.
see.
I don't believe
many people
Black
don't.
women.
Okay, Ben said many people don't support Black Lives Matter. Fear said, I like guns a lot. Fear, you should join the movement.
I mean,
I've seen a lot of women up in there representing, honey.
What in the movement?
Yeah, it was a lot of women. It was one thing that I seen a woman actually showing a reporter around in the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, you have women that represent child. It's like it's worse than the Black Panthers. I'm not getting into that.
Well, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. If you ain't for it, you ain't for it. I'm for it.
If these women want to support these militia men who don't give a fuck about them, if somebody was to knock them over the brain, I don't care if they are protesting from behind the table. What about all the other Black women network? You've been since 2017. What about all the other Black women that have been murdered? Something that's happened to them. Where were you then? But now you want to come around and say, okay, because you want attention. Get out of here, bro.
So it originated in Atlanta. In Georgia. And now they said between 2017 and 2021, they have arranged a different location in every state. So it is growing. I would actually, in my state of New Jersey, I am going to research them because I would love to talk to them to find out who they actually support and what do you have to do to get support from this militia. That's just me. I just want to know more about it.
Wow.
I'm seeing things that I like. Like I said, I love the uniform. I love the fact that we can come together and take care of each other. I wish we did more of that. I wish we would just support our own businesses. I wish we would eat the foods that we grow only. I wish we did more things, just us. That's just me. I really wish that we could just X out the others altogether. But that's just my opinion. Nothing against them. I love Black. I'm pro-Black, and any and everything Black I love. So I support anything.
I highly doubt that they really,
not anything. I support a lot.
I highly doubt that they really support Black women like they say they do, or Black members of the LGBT community. I just get that feeling from them. I get this whole, we only care about women in the public type, half-ass type shit. Black women, we only care about ourselves as far as like Black men, and we don't like. I just get that feeling from them. It'll come out later. Maybe I'm wrong.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And
if I'm wrong, but I believe I'm right.
That would be silly on their part because the women make up so much of the world, period. So for this Black militia to kind of cast out women, that truly wouldn't work in their favor. So I don't know though. So I would love to do more research on them. I just wanted to introduce that to people who didn't know about them. And again, do your own research and find out more information about them. And again, if it's something positive, which I don't see them trying to go out there and starting riots and tearing up things. I just see them being a protective state. Like, do you remember, what were they called? The something angels.
Shoot.
I think
New
it was
York?
based out of New York. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something that angels. I forgot their name. The Guardian.
And they used to walk around protecting people. And
yeah,
I
forgot it. Let's see. New York Angels.
I was young, and I remember this young girl got killed. Not in my neighborhood, but around in my town. And they came and protected that whole block for like a month. They was there every night. And
the Guardian Angels?
Guardian
Angels. Yeah.
The Guardian Angels, yep. They wore them red berets.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awesome. It wasn't just black people though. They was mixed. It was Latinos, whites, and blacks in that coalition. But I thought that was amazing. They came out and protected that whole block for about a month. They was out there. So I don't know what happened to them. But if we could get people like that.
Yeah, it's probably some things that happen within the organization. Like I just don't trust stuff like that. That doesn't mean, like, I've had conversations with these militia hotel types to try to tell me, but let me not put personal stuff in there. Let me not be all personal about it.
What was your experience with it?
They want to come at me about my sexuality. I don't got time for that. If you want to talk to me about, black people and all this stuff and how we should unite, don't bring the sexuality shit in there, my bro. I don't want to hear it. But I'm not gonna get into this weird stuff that's happened.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, nobody likes nothing. Everybody finds something wrong with everything. Everybody has a problem with everything in this world. Everybody think they can judge something in this world. It's just a big judgmental pile of crap to me. But we're all guilty of it at one point or another. We all become judgmental in some form. So, when it comes back, it's just like, okay, it's warranted. Like, I judge this person for that. Hopefully you learn to judge less when you get that back. It should humble you, but sometimes it don't,
No, I just feel like you shouldn't be judging me. You should be talking to me. I'm like, it's okay to feel the way you feel, but don't talk to me about it. It's not changing me. Don't.
But I don't tell you how you should be.
Don't do that. Don't tell me I need to have an experience if I've been treated well. You don't know my life. You don't know my life, bro. Get the fuck out my face.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I do. Yeah. But yeah, that's about the basis of that. The next one I wanted to touch on is the spa killings. So in total, 8 people were killed in the shootings, which took place at 3 spas in the metropolitan area of Atlanta. 7 of the victims were women, 6 of whom were Asian descent. Now, these are the names. I am not about to play around with them names like that, but these are the 8 people. And then a 9th woman, Alicia Hernandez, was wounded. So, it's been a lot of racial profiling with that, like opinions with people thinking that it was race-based. Do you feel like it was race-based?
Absolutely. I feel like it was race-based. I don't believe that man had a sex addiction. That's a weak-ass excuse for that you wanted to kill these people. I believe on his Facebook page, he said something about the China virus and all that racist stuff that Trump said about the coronavirus. You didn't do that because of a sex addiction. Also, another racist thing about it is the police officer, the way he handled it. Or was the guy just having a bad day? Also, one of the husbands of the victim was arrested. They put him in the police car and questioned him, even though they had an idea who the suspect was. I don't know exactly what happened with it because he was speaking Spanish in the interview, but he was put in after he seen his wife get murdered. They put him in that police car, handcuffing. She was a mother, 9-month-old baby, daughter, left out of mind because this man is racist or have a sex addiction. No, you don't have a sex addiction, bitch. You don't like certain people. So you went out and killed him. And you don't even have enough guts to say the reason why you did it. Because you have a problem keeping your dick and you stop jacking your dick and watching porn. Get the fuck out of here. Excuse me.
Hey, tell them how you feel.
I mean, y'all know how I get.
Yeah. Look, not stopping you there. Let me ask you this though. They are reaching out for everyone to help and to come together to stop this type of violence. How do you feel about that?
Okay, so I have sympathy for the victims and their family in the Asian community, but I will not be participating in any of that because as a Black person, and when it comes to the Asian community, not everybody. My dental hygienist, if you're watching this, I love you. Thanks for cleaning my teeth last week. I'm not talking about you, but most Asian people, not all, including you, don't like Black people. So why am I going to go out and march and do all that, stop Asian hate? I will say stop Asian hate, but I ain't going to go out there and march for you and all that other shit.
Protest and do all that.
Yeah, I don't see y'all that protesting. Well, I don't protest either, but
I feel the same way. And there's nothing against, I'm not racist. It's not that I have anything against the Asian America, but I just feel like, when we're out protesting and when we're going through our thing, I don't ever see Asians standing up for us. So but to be quite honest, I don't really think they need our help because let me tell you, one family raised like $4 million in GoFundMe. And I know they come from Black people, So I think they're pretty okay. They don't really need our help. But even if they did reach out to us, I wouldn't do it. Like, the days of myself fighting for everybody else are over. I can have empathy, sympathy, and everything. I can have understanding. I can have all of that right where I'm at, though. Right. So when you look at the Asian community, you have Japanese, Korean, Chinese. You have a whole group of different. When you have Black Americans, you just have Black Americans. That's it. Right. Jamaican, I'm finna go there. Jamaican people don't consider themselves Black Americans. African people don't consider themselves Black. Right. We are divided. The Asian people, even though they have their little shit, when it comes to stuff like this, they would unite. So they got all that together. They can handle it on their own. And to be honest, like, Asians are not that kind to Black people. Let's just get they're not at all. They can be rude. They'll take your money. Of course, we're eating their food. We're getting our nails done and shit like that, and going to their spas and they're giving us their service. But they're not that kind to us. I don't experience that. I get, give me your money and leave. Hurry up and buy it. Shit, go. Yeah. That's what I get. That's the vibe I get from them. So it's not really. Again. And when you think about, I don't know if you heard of the little girl that was shot in LA many, many years ago by a store owner, an Asian woman. She thought the girl was stealing and she shot her in the back. Oh, yes, a long time ago. Yes. Ain't no way in hell. Right. Like I said, I sympathize for the ladies that were killed. It's terrible what happened. But if it was Black women, it wouldn't be the same shit going on. Y'all wouldn't give a fuck. They wouldn't care. I ain't gonna say they wouldn't care, but they would just mind their business. So that's what I'm gonna choose to do as well. Mind my business. Yeah. We've been prostitutes, or maybe we pissed them off or got smart with them or something, and that's why he did it. When all kinds of people, why he did it. Yeah. And that's that on that. I love the way how the guy is alive and seeing the judge. I love that. They're not treating him. They're treating him kind of kind, in my opinion. The shooter. Well, he's in racist ass Cherokee County, so there's so many different parts of the metro. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? He went in the inner city when he went to Cheshire. That was like in the city where he did the rest of the shootings. But it's a horrible thing. Fed said, "Tell it, Cobra. I feel the same way." Girl, you know how I go. Yes. IMO Melanites is the group that refuses to unify. What is that? What's IMO Melanites? I'm sorry, Benj, I'm slow. I don't know what it is, but like this is the thing I never claimed to know a lot.
This
So
is
teach me, bitch.
this is the thing I like about when we do this show. I learn something new every day. Every time we do
Bitch,
it.
she is so dope. Like she always giving us a good, like
Yeah.
a nice little word and everything. Like I love it. But yeah,
Man,
I don't know what IMO Melanites is.
And I can go out and repeat it and sound smart.
And it refuses to unify. Is that us? Is that some sort of us? That
And I'll be out,
unify?
I'll be out talking.
Huh?
I need to Google that. I need to learn what that is because I can be out talking. But I gotta know how to say it first. With the IO Melanite, like, damn,
IMO Melanites. I would love to know what that is. And it's
damn,
the group that refuses to unify. And yeah, I know I'm not in that group because I want unification. Unify. I want to unify us all together all the time. I'm always trying to do it. Like, I'm serious about it. I'm not just saying it. Like, I think unity is a great, great thing to have. I wish our people had that more within each other. We've been taught to beat each other down. And even though we know better, even though it's been around for ages and like we've been more educated now more than ever about this stuff, we know the shit, but we just, in my opinion. But I know, I understand that, bitch, but I don't know what IMO Melanites mean.
Oh, I think she's saying, in my opinion, melanated people.
Oh, in my opinion.
Oh, I can't see the screen. I don't know my legs when I'm blind.
No person in the back. That would be me.
Contact soon. I can't see the screen, so I didn't see it. But contact's coming soon. I don't feel like putting glasses on. I need to have them so I can see. So I'm over here like this. I like a blur.
Okay, so all right, now I got what IMO means. So if I see it around, I'm gonna know that means in my opinion.
Yeah, in my opinion.
I'm gonna tell you, it took me like 2 years to get laughing my ass off. Or laughing my motherfucking ass off. Like I knew what laughing my ass off is, but once they did the laughing my motherfucking ass off, I was lost. Like, what is all these letters? What does that mean? But yeah, so
I used to be like that. Like when I used to talk to younger people and they would text me something. I was like, what is that? They had to break it down for me. I was like, oh Lord, I shouldn't be talking to you. You're teaching me something, but
Right. Well, people wouldn't even want to text me no more because I'm always correcting them, not realizing that they're meaning to say R, the letter R, instead of ARE. So I would text back, do you mean RARE? And they like, they just got tired of me. Like,
but you know what? I notice a lot of times people don't do that short texting anymore. The people that I know, they type the whole word out. They don't short. They might like short like WTH or LOL. Other than that,
yeah, there are certain words I'll short out now because now I know. But I would spell out everything. I don't know.
Yeah, people gonna spell everything now too.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they didn't. They used to shorten up everything. I'd be like, what? Now it's something completely different.
Yeah, it is.
In my opinion.
In my opinion. Got you. So, Cobra, let me see. Oh, wait. The division is the ancestral recall. It's from ancestral recall. Do you mean, bitch, by like, because we was all separated into different places in slavery?
Like some people were made in Africa, some people went to Jamaica, South America. Could that be it? Because if you notice, like I've had a lot of bad experience with like Africans. No offense to anybody African, nobody Western, but they feel like
we're lazy.
Yeah, or Black people had it easier, or
we're spoiled and we're lazy. That's what I've heard.
Or Black people are weaker. Black Americans are weaker than they are. I don't really. Yeah.
To me, it's another way of being, let me see, discriminatory. It's something that I believe white people taught them, and they're just as bad as white people saying that to us.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell you some of the shit I'll think about you. As
Yeah,
an
I,
African
I
person.
think they're prideful. They come from that. That's why they don't associate themselves with being Black American. They will correct you in a heartbeat if you ever make the mistake. They will correct you. No, I am African, or no, I am Nigerian, because they do not equate themselves with Black Americans. And that's okay. I mean, claim who you are. Be proud of who you are. But
Right.
stop downing us for us being proud of who we are.
Right.
That's
And
all I ask.
I'm glad that you're proud of who you are and you feel the way you do, but I need you to fix what's going on in your fucking country with genital mutilation, sex trafficking, on and on and on, what's going on in Nigeria, South America, raping of young girls because they think if they rape a young girl, they'll get rid of AIDS. I go on and on. If you watch BBC Africa, the documentaries, they're fucking insane of some of the things that are going on. You have professors that are making girls have sex with them to get a good grade because these girls want to be doctors and lawyers. It's a whole scandal. I can go on and on. So you talk about how, I'm not saying Black Americans don't have problems, but don't act like
we all got problems. Just we all got problems around the board. There is no one has worse than other. But I will say one thing we have that's worse than everyone else. We do not have unity. That is the worst thing that Black people don't have. We do not possess that. And I wish we did, but we don't.
We don't. We all that division.
We are so divided within. And it continuously makes us weak. Period.
Like, I knew this girl, she was like, well, I am Canadian. Okay, I'm like, okay, so I'm Canadian, but my family's from Jamaica. I'm like, okay.
And that's another word for saying I am not Black.
Yeah.
Don't call me
like, okay.
I'm not Black.
And she was like, Americans. I'm like, girl, what are you talking about, girl?
Yeah. So Ben says every race. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. What did Ben say?
Oh, she said every race has ancestral generational imprinting. Blacks is division. Ancestral generational imprinting. We're all over the place. We are all over the place. I don't even know. You know what? Our last live, they were talking about ways you can learn your history through Ancestry. And I know it wasn't Ancestry.com. It was another one. If anybody knows that in the chat, can they give that to me? And also, because I did research it, they have two different ones you can find out. They have one where you can learn. They have two different ones. One is more expensive, but you learn the health and everything. Like, they break it down even more. And then one is like kind of basic. So if anyone knows, because I'm truly trying to find out where I come from, I want to know everything, right?
Okay. Like, I've always thought those tests were like bullshit.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say they work. That's how they found out a lot of their background. But it wasn't Ancestry.com. It was another one.
Okay.
It wasn't that one. So it was another one. I believe someone said it. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Benj that said it in the chat from a live we did a couple of weeks ago or last month or whatever.
I don't know, depending on how much it costs. Like, maybe we should do it.
It's like one is $100, and then it's one that's $200, and the one that's $200 explains more. I can't really remember exactly.
I'll do the $100 one. I'm trying to go on a trip. Maybe we should go do it. Like, come back with our results. Man, I'm trying to go somewhere and give me some medical marijuana. I'm in pain. I'm a chronic pain sufferer.
So I heard California has the best.
I'm not going to California. I'm either going to Colorado or Michigan. Probably Colorado. I didn't get to go because of the snowstorm. I postponed it. But that is the plan. So
before we go, let me just tell y'all something that happened to me Monday. No, was it Monday? Yeah, it was Monday. This Monday that just passed. So I had heard some bad news about my son's grandmother. So I went to the family house to kind of talk about it and, go over a couple of things or whatever. So while I was over there, I wanted to drinking. I got very drunk, right? So I sat there for a while for it to come down or whatever. It came down. I came home and I started eating when I got home. I ate, and then I didn't realize at the time that I took my ring off and put it in my bra while I was eating and stuff. So when I got upstairs, stumbling and all, I'm taking off everything. And when I took my bra off, I didn't hear my ring fall. I forgot that I even did that, number one. Wow. And then I didn't hear it fall. So I'm about to get in the bed and I'm feeling my hand. I'm like, where's my ring? So I come downstairs and I can't find the ring. Y'all, that was the saddest night into the morning that I have ever experienced. Like, matter of fact, from that morning, because I went to sleep because I was drunk. So I'm like, I know it got to be somewhere in the house. So I fell asleep. The shit woke me up because I realized again, where's my ring? Now I'm sober. And I didn't know where it was at. I couldn't find it. I went downstairs and everything. Meanwhile, as I jump up, Quiet's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, scared to tell her. I'm like, you're like, what is wrong with you? I'm putting on my clothes and shit. I'm checking the car. I go back in the house and she like, what is wrong with you? Why did you jump up like that? And I'm like, I can't find my ring. And she just did like this. I cried, y'all. I cried that whole damn day. I pleaded with God. I was like, God, I ain't do nothing wrong. Please let me find that ring. I went back to my girlfriend's house to see if it was there. I'm checking the couches because I wasn't all over the place. I was in one spot and everything. And I'm checking the couch. Meanwhile, everybody's like, what's wrong? What you looking for? I'm scared to tell them because I don't know if these going to be like, ain't going to tell me if they actually found my ring. I'm looking, y'all. I was depressed. I was so depressed. I was so depressed. When I talked to my doctor that day, he literally thought I was still sick because that's how I looked. Because I was crying all day. My eyes were still baggy. He thought I still had corona, girl. So that's why he gave me another week off. So about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's like God said, kick that bag right there, you fucking fool. So I kicked the bag, and right next to the couch where I took my bra off, my ring was there. So it did fall, but it just didn't fall on the floor where I could hear it. It fell like
I'm glad you found it. So will you take it off again when you eat?
So yes, because I don't like to wash my hands with my ring. I don't like to do a lot of stuff because I don't want food getting caught in there. It's just uncomfortable. So I'll always do that. However, what I won't do is get that fucked up again to where I almost didn't know where I could have lost my ring. Mm-hmm. That right there, I almost, like at that point before I found my ring, I was about to give up drinking. I was about to become a nun. I wasn't never going to my friend's house again. I was going to do a lot of things. Like I was going to stop a whole lot of shit over this ring because I know Qua spent a lot of money and I just felt like shit. And Qua was like, she handled it very well, but I felt so bad. Like, how could I fucking lose this ring drinking? I felt so irresponsible for a couple of hours. So, yeah.
I'm glad you found a ring, but I feel like this. I feel like that you will be more responsible. You won't take your ring off again, but I feel like you will get fucked up again. But you'll be more.
If I do, I'm gonna be eyeing the hell out of my ring. That's probably
you gotta take the ring off. Cause it's like I've been so fucked up before and done things. I've got fucked up again, but I've been very careful. Like almost like my glasses were dirty and I was driving. And I was driving drunk doing this. Cause this part was dirty, this part was clean. I was like this trying to drive.
Yeah.
So next time I'll bring some solution to clean my glasses off with some fucked up the driveway. You know, you just do things differently.
Probably like, how do you drive like that? Because I literally
happened.
But it just feels like when I get in my car and I start driving, I sober up. Like I'm very alert and everything. I guess I don't know what it be. It's still not a good thing. It's very irresponsible. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to y'all. Like it's irresponsible for me at this age to be still out there drinking and driving. Well, I wasn't drinking and driving, but I was drinking, and then I had to drive home. And so, that part was bad. But my problem was losing my brain. Like I was in here depressed. Like I thought the whole world was about to fucking stop. Like I just didn't even understand it myself.
But you found it. That's a good thing. And it was in the house.
Thank God. Shit. Ben said, I don't trust what they do with the DNA. They own it once it's relinquished. I
really don't trust that either. This is another thing I want to ask. This is maybe for next week, right? Mm-hmm. So it's this show on Netflix called The One, and they match you based on your DNA. So would you submit your DNA for a certain amount of money if you could find your perfect match or soulmate?
To me, that's robotic.
It's a real show. These people be going crazy about that shit.
That's
I want to do that at somebody's house. I ain't finished the season though, but
so
they actually met their soulmate through DNA. I would never do it. You can take my DNA. I don't give a fuck.
And you would die, Cobra. What? One person? I'm just
I wouldn't to do that. Like that's not something I'll be interested in. But the people pay for that service on this show. And then one lady, one of the women, she had been straight all her life. Her perfect match was a woman. And then she found out the woman had a husband. It was just a bunch of shit.
Yeah, what do you do after you paid your money and that's what you find out?
Well, the girl got hit. She was going to meet her. She came to meet her, and she got hit by a car.
Wait, this is a movie that's not real.
It's a show on Netflix. I didn't get to see all of it.
No, but like it's like a fictional type thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was at somebody's house, and I watched like 2 episodes. I was over there, kicking it or whatever. Oh, okay. And I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." Then we started getting a conversation about would you do that? Like, what if your what if your match was a man? What would you do?
Right, and that's your supposed soulmate.
Yeah, your soulmate. That's
and all this time you thought you was straight. How about that?
Yeah. So maybe talk about it one day.
Funny. That would be funny. Well, this has been it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. We'll be here next Wednesday, not Thursday. We only did Thursday today, but we will resume our regular day, which is on a Wednesday at 8 o'clock. I do thank you guys for coming in and being supportive. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, PolyVibez, the PolyVibez Show. And we will see you soon. Cobra, is there anything you would like to say?
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back next week. And peace and blessings. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Peace, guys.